Alright, good evening, welcome back everybody, WallStreetWarlord here, bringing you a brand new episode in our Rome 2 campaign. So this is where we left things up last time, obviously, right? We had this battle, we were trying to push out east, and unfortunately we got squashed between these guys who have a little bit more in their army than we were expecting. So there's two, that puts us into a little bit of an issue, especially when it comes to the range. We don't quite have that, so we're gonna have to sort of push with their infantry. Without further ado, let's get back into this. By the way, if you hear any background noise, apologies for that. My apartment where I'm at currently, they're doing some construction reasonably close. It's annoying. There's no other unit that I can move to, so I'm having to just deal with it. I am sort of looking into potentially moving as well. New area, unfortunately, the one that I have now appears to be, it's just a very good deal for what we can actually get here. So if I have to move, then that means paying a decent amount more for the actual unit. So that, that makes a difference. Let's deal with this then. What's the best way to put this on? I've got half a mind actually to let the Hastati be on the flanks and sort of see how they deal with, because we're gonna have to be a little bit more aggressive here. We're gonna need these guys to come around the side, so we'll put these on the back. I know normally you'd put the Hastati to the front, but in this case, let's roll it like this. Obviously we'll have these guys on the back still. We've got these axe warriors. You stay behind. We'll see where we're gonna swing you at. That's unfortunately the only range unit that we have, and we've got one unit of cavalry. Obviously we've got our general as well, but let's try to keep him alive for a change. My horrible track record with keeping these guys alive. So let's dive into this. Normally I say we wait, but since we're gonna have to be a little bit more aggressive.
Enemy reinforcements approaching.
Let's walk forward. I'm not sure where the reinforcements are coming from. Let's see. They might be coming. Yeah, I'm not sure where they're gonna come in from, but look, this is the main body here. So let's dive into these guys and form up against them. If we can get rid of them, then that helps us a little bit. I reckon these guys are gonna come on our rear. Right, nice and easy. Put these guys up. We'll give them the chance to form up. Then we'll be harsher with this. Royal Cavalry, that might be tricky.
Skirmishers! Ready! On watch! Ready and waiting! At ease, men! Skirmishers!
See how they do. Look, if need be, we'll pull them back. Looks like we're already going to do that now. Given that our ranged capabilities are close to nothing, let's put them behind. And then let's form up. We do need to keep pushing. But let's see how we do here. Look, if the cavalry decides to come into play, they can, obviously. We've got enough here to work with. But let's see what they're willing to do here. We've got our own skirmishers, which are working nicely. Once again, let's have them deal the initial blow. What I don't want to do is randomly charge in and get absolutely crushed. That's not the way to do this. These guys are just out of range, so let's push them up slightly. There's a balance to be had here somewhere between where you're relatively secure. You guys get involved with them.
Understood. Double time. Infantry.
It's not good. Okay, you come over here. Let's work with this cavalry. You guys focus on them.
The enemy general is dead.
Good. Okay, that's something at least. Pull back, pull back. I know I'm a little bit careful here still, but we sort of need to. You guys charge into them. Feel that we've got enough of range here to work with. Then you deal with the Thracian cavalry. Royal Thracian cavalry, even better. No, deal with the Royal Cavalry. That's the main issue that we have here.
Infantry! For glory!
You, get involved with them.
Forward! Skirmishers!
The enemy general is dead.
Hold your fire. How are you doing? Not great, but at this point, you're stuck in there. You're gonna get hammered. So at least try to get rid of the cavalry. We'll try to save you when the time comes.
Jupiter gives
You,
us
come back here. And everyone
The men are
form up.
wavering.
coastal levy! General!
No, what's the general doing? Come back,
Our
come back.
general is under attack.
Engage!
And what the hell is the army doing? Jesus, I think I messed something up in the formation, did I not? Fucking hell. Alright, that's not good. Right, try to form somewhat of a semblance of a line here, guys. You to the front, you in the back.
Infantry!
Our men
Okay.
flee the field
This
of battle.
gets pretty messy at this point. Right, I think this is the time to start pushing.
Ready and waiting. Brave Romans to a man. Upon glory. Orders. Jupiter gives us orders. Infantry.
You, come up to the flank. Where are these ex-warriors? Come over here.
Orders. Advance at speed. General.
General, come over here.
Commander. Forward. Advance at speed. Double time. Ready. Advance. Infantry. Advance.
No, come over here. Deal with this flank.
General.
Okay, leave them. Block in the rear. We need some guys freed up. Reasonably messy. Keep an eye on them. Inspire the troops. Yep, that's good enough. Get out. Good, right. Somewhat of a line here.
Quick march, Commander. At the double.
Thing is, I don't have the cavalry to do a lot against these guys. See if you can get rid of the Thracian warriors. That won't be a bad way. I don't have the cavalry to run anything down. Where are you going?
Quick march. Astarte. Double time. Ready and waiting. At speed. Advance at speed. General. For glory.
See if you can chase some of these guys down.
Principes.
Principes, move forward.
General. Adjudge.
The general's having a field trip here, but I'm not sure how well these guys are doing.
Back, warrior.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Glory. Melee infantry. Principes.
Alright guys, can you give chase and just pin them down? We need to clear this shit out. Terrible mismatch in terms of army composition here again.
Proud Romans all. Melee troops. For glory.
Make a push, make a push.
General.
General, come back.
Orders understood.
Alright, stay behind. You've done your duty, but try not to get yourself killed. You deal with them.
At your service.
General, stay behind here.
Principes.
If you can just catch some of them, that'll be better.
At ease. General. Ready and waiting.
Alright.
Victory for Rome. Jupiter gives us strength.
Yeah, we're never gonna catch all of these guys, but
Astarte.
you get involved there. Quite some casualties here, mainly just for the mismatch in the unit composition that we have. And I don't think there's a lot easier way to deal with this. They just pepper us with infantry. To my earlier point, right? I want to come up with an army that essentially is skirmisher based and a lot more mobile to deal with issues exactly like this one.
Romans all. Infantry.
Battle ready.
Because the general is useless. Like I can't use him.
In the name of Rome. Brave Rome.
getting hammered here. Okay. You know what? Change of plan.
Missiles ready!
Obediamos!
Pull everyone back and we'll go into
At the double!
this tudo. Which is even more painful now.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
General! Romans ready for duty! Prepare to attack! Commander! Attacking Testudo!
Alright, get into
Principe!
this tudo.
In service to Rome! Domine!
Their hearts!
Yeah, these guys are fine. Just get into their tudo, right? We need to
Principe!
essentially let them waste their ammo for the
Flee
time being.
Field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Advance at speed! Infantry!
Spear infantry at your command.
See how we do here. Okay, fine, we can end it. Good lord. Alright, we definitely need to change that composition. This was not a good battle like this. Oh. By the way, now they're quiet again outside as well. But the construction here, you know, is reasonably hot. So they work during the mornings, then the evening. Sorry, in the middays it's relatively calm. Then they pick it up in the evening. Which is obviously a little bit problematic, because that's exactly when you want them to start to quiet down. We actually lost some units there. Not good at all. We'll have to see, we might need to tweak this army composition. Because we keep running into this issue. On this front at least. This is fun though, like it always takes me a bit to sort of get back into the system of doing this, let's say, consistently. I don't always manage to, but in this case, I mean, I do really enjoy it. Let's park these guys over here. Block off the bridge up north. You retreat. And look, we've got our other armies coming in. Such as you. Stands none. And start making your way over here. We're still doing the blockade. Obviously, that'll take a while. There's nothing... They can push some mercenaries, but I don't think I necessarily want to do that. What we will potentially do is sail these guys out. So I want to minimize the time at sea, so let's push them to the edge here. Oh wait, they have to go over here. Never mind, they have to depart from Brundisium. That is fine.
How may I say?
For you, can you do a settlement sabotage?
And see it done.
Sabotage failed. Great. And she's exposed. Awesome. Alright, quick look out at west end before we end this on to the next turn. You guys are waiting. And I reckon we're just going to give this a go, right? Because we... How far can you walk? In your stance now. You can attack. There's nothing inherently wrong there. Away with the sabotage till we declare war. And then we'll have a go.
My time is better spent feasting and hunting than
We will not call the allies. War declared. Very good. You do the armor sabotage.
Do enjoy a little sabotage.
Successful. Great. That might give her a level up as well, but we'll have to see. And then for you, off you go. I think the settlement was relatively small.
To the settlement!
Exactly, not much in there. Easy business. Don't think I'm even going to bother with this. There's some garrison fleet. Some tribesmen, but honestly nothing crazy. So we'll walk through this. Apparently balanced is right. Let's go with that. We'll have to see what these guys are doing here. I'm not a big fan of them walking around over here.
Ready for orders.
But let's see. First up. Briganticum. Let's reverse this to what we can. Yeah, I'm fine with this being the grain pits and the farm. I think that's good enough. These guys, yeah, as I said, I'm not thrilled with them being there. If we do a war, that might be worthwhile, but we'll have to see. Let's see if these guys are willing to sue for peace the next turn. By the way, we'll check that out. For the time being, let's upgrade this. These guys are still holding the line. Alright, very good. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it for the time being. Everyone good, everyone happy. Navy-wise, what are we doing? Yeah, these guys are essentially just chilling over here. I don't have a clear purpose for them. I think I'll sail them back to Corrales, keep them as a central force. Takes them a bit. So, end the turn. Someone can be upgraded. Who is that? The champion. Let's see, what do we give you? Tatspulo is already full. Enemy agent. That's not bad. Cool, let's roll with this. Out east, they can...
If you strike, the blow will be unexpected.
I don't really want to...
For it. Can you not march?
Trying this yet. I mean, they're there to cover my flank. They're not there to let me get dragged in any wars. Oh... Okay. Look, there's not a lot. The auto resolve might actually do better on this one. I don't have a lot of faith in... Okay, cool. Kill them. That fleet needs some urgent repairs though at this point. But we will come in for another attack the next turn, right? These guys are trying to do something now. That's fine. They're trying to block that other army coming in because they know that's going to be an issue. And rightfully so. Yeah, they're retreating. They're retreating. Just fine with me. What are these guys doing? Naval traditions. Good. Increase in rank. Hit an agent. Increase in rank. We'll read that one afterwards. Alright, let's have a look here. Can you do in settlement sabotage? Sabotage field. She's remarkably useless at the settlement sabotage, is she? Look, can you reach? You can reach. Fine, we'll send you over. Deal with them. There shouldn't be a whole lot in there at this point, so let's have a look. Yeah, there's pretty much nothing there. Great. Aggressive stance. Have a go. Cool. And occupy it. Very, very good. Right, we've got some cash, so we can probably convert this. Let's keep it a civil settlement. Trading port. And these ones, just tear them down. I'll have a look at this later on. Cool, that puts it in a pretty good position. Where next? Right, these guys need to be retrained. So make your way over here. I still like the idea of having them as a raiding force, but oftentimes they're not. You don't have that much options. Like for instance, in this case, right? There's no way to use them as a raiding force. They're not that much behind enemy lines. It's not like Rome Total War, where cities get a lot more undefended, let's say, right? I think here the trend appears to be for stuff to be relatively well defended, so it's not as easy to squeeze past. These guys get an upgrade, or the general gets an upgrade. Campaign movement range, very useful. Look, I don't want to get that far, right? So that's problematic. We probably need to leave an army over here, which I reckon will be these guys. And we'll sort of start to push down towards the Greek coast. I think that's going to be the way to go. So, you're in the region, so you might as well, you know, start. Well, what can you retrain, actually? I think you might need to be sent back home to retrain. Yeah. Let's see, what can you recruit? Not too much. What are you missing? No, not the Riori. Auxiliary infantry. There are no auxiliary barracks in this province? Yeah, we do. Valites. Really poor range of units here. That's shocking, honestly. Alright, I had to quickly step out. My food got delivered at dinner for today was partially ordered in, so I had to quickly meet the delivery guy downstairs. So, downside is that there's apparently no auxiliary range units here, which I don't quite understand. I found a supplement with the levies. That's alright. Yeah, I mean, obviously this army is lacking a little bit at this point. So let's see what is wisdom. I mean, these guys obviously kind of suck. So coastal levies, ouch. We definitely need Illyrian cavalry. What's the difference here? Melee attack 32, 45. I suppose they're faster. I mean, these guys are a little bit better, I'd say. I assume these guys have the ranged 40, 40. I mean, let's go with the auxiliary cavalry and let's give them, since we seem to be running into issues here, let's give them 4. Funnel this army. And we also need to rename these guys to some extent, right? So let's go through the names here. So we've got these guys, which are essentially our auxiliary force. So let's rename them. I can, right? Can I not? Yeah, there we go. So let's call this Auxilia 1. Trying to... Yeah, Auxilia 1 Africa. It also makes it a little bit easier for me to sort of see what's the what these guys are actually doing. Oh, sorry, didn't mean to turn the map like that. Then who else do we have? We have these guys over here, over in Numantia. So we'll call you Auxilia 2 Hispania or Iberia. To check what the correct name is here for this time period, but let's roll with Iberia for the time being. Fine. Then we'll call you. At some point we're gonna run out of names here, but call this Legio 1. I mean, name to be defined. If anyone has a cool name for it, do let me know. But for the time being, I think this is what we'll keep it at. Over in Italy, we've got these guys.
We hunger for battle.
Details. So what is this? Auxilia 3. Italia. Damn, I keep turning the map. It's really annoying. The buttons are right next to each other and I messed it up. We've got you, which we'll call... So this is Auxilia 4. Let's call it Alpina. We've got you guys. And I'll get to this, but this is showing, I think, a glaring issue that you do face as Rome. Let's call it Gaul. Gallia. Roll with Gaul for the time being. Right, is that everyone? I think so. Let's give these guys a name as well.
Ready for orders.
Fine, we'll keep it classes 2 in this case, but let's call them... Let's call them the West Med. There is a better name for this, and I will find it, I promise. For now, I just want them sort of structured so that I can see at a glimpse where these guys are at, right? For the time being, I have a really hard time to patrol. Maybe we'll just put them in patrol region. What are they at now? Raiding? No.
No sleep for you.
Put them in a patrol mode. Whilst they're just chilling, they might as well. Alright, have a look. Then you guys are classes 1. Yep. So we'll call you... He's mad. These guys can get another tradition, by the way. Let's give them... this one? Destroyers. All support ships? Not necessarily. I think... Yeah, ship defenders. Missile units. Morale. Support ships. I don't know. I don't know about this one quite yet. Let's leave it for the time being. Give them the movement range when Admiral. That'll be helpful.
It is an honor to serve.
Cool. Then you're gonna be Legio 2. Great. What else do we have? At this point, you're gonna be Legio 3. You're gonna be Legio 4. Damn, we've got quite some armies floating around, don't we? we're about to find out how many it exactly is. And then you guys. What are we at in terms of army-wise? A little bit finicky to see. Auxilia. Can we do this on name? Auxilia 6. Okay.
Ready for battle.
Auxilia 6. Let's call this Dalmatia. I think it's like this. Danube could also be. I mean, we're a bit far there, so let's call it Illyria for the time being. Damn, I have to really stop touching that twist the map button. Cool. I think that's everyone, if I'm not mistaken. Let's have a look. So we've got all the agents. That's fine. We got the Legio, 3 Legios and 6 Auxilias. It would be nice if I can actually sort them in terms of order, but it doesn't quite do that yet. Where's Auxilia? 6? Not showing. Legio. Yeah, Auxilia 6. Alright, so all in all, we've got like 11 armies floating around. I think we can probably have a look over the summary here, by the way. Anyone pissed? Junia, you're not thrilled? We can secure you a promotion. Fine, does that help? It does. To some extent. Anyone else that is lagging? Sure, we'll swing you a promotion as well. I'm fine keeping this as a republic, by the way. I'm just pausing on this. You, come over there.
It is an honor to serve Rome.
Yeah, so we might need to... I don't know, I'm still thinking what's wisdom for these guys.
Your orders.
Do you want to go to war against Sparta, by the way? That's the question here.
Police reporting.
What are we at currently with Sparta? Do we have a trade agreement? By the way, I need to technology... Yeah, I think I checked for a while. I was concerned on what this was actually doing, but we are doing decently well there. I think next turn... Cohort organization, right? 12 ones. Let's oh damn. No, let's do this one first, sorry. I thought I could sort of stack it. Finish this one, then we'll move over to the other one. Cool. Army wise, we're pretty good. You guys are retraining, you're waiting. I had another spot here somewhere. You. I reckon we're gonna move you down, but for the time being, chill. You're all building. I think that's right. Yader, you didn't have, but we'll turn you into a harbor. Because you have to think, right? Our current recruiting base for both Navy and Army is obviously here in Corrales and Alalia, which is fine with the time being. The next one, I will probably push it. I mean, have to see, right? Something on the Eastern Sea here, but what do you do with this entire bulk of land over here? That needs to be covered someplace as well. I imagine this might be somewhere over here. We'll have to see where we actually push this, but for the time being, I'm comfortable with where we're at. You can always recruit in Rome and stuff as well, but we do sort of need a new base over here. We might make this Dominium. I don't know, or we want to push this closer to where we get to the shore here. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Traditions, alright, have a look. Also, I'm going to call this a day, by the way, quickly, guys. We'll do the last bits here. We'll end the turn, see if anything drastic pops up, but then we'll keep it from there. Blockade. Okay, that's not really useful. I mean... missile attack range for all ships. That's good. Let's go with that one. And you... Obviously, let's go with that one. Cool, everyone happy? Move on. Let's see how we do.
We have gold to share with you,
6,000
warriors. Spoils of our battles, if you like.
At this point, I am willing to actually work with this. Because I'm going to be focusing on Greece anyways. So yeah, I will make a peace deal with you. I assume they've got bigger fish to fry. Let's do Julia, since they were a little bit pissed, by the way. If we have anyone from them. We don't. That's not ideal. Get the one for Papyra. Fine. Okay, cool. Everyone sorted, everyone happy? Yep. Now who died? Natural causes, missions filled. That's alright.
Fleet reporting.
Look, these guys will move away. I hope. For the time being, you come over here and have a little bit of a look at what's happening. You come over here. You go stand on the border. First of all, you can hit in one single go. We might need to time this, but let's have a look. For now, let's roll with this one to get the core organization. Coastal patrol, ships. I mean, we'll circle back for that one, but let's work towards this one. I do want to have some legionaries to work with.
Ready for battle.
Stands none. Even then, they can hit. So that's alright, I reckon. We'll pause that. Quick look over here. Can we peace out with these guys? I'm sure they hate us now, but I'm willing to entertain a peace. Against the Averni. And I know they hate us.
To sweeten truth with honey.
Let's reject the offer.
Peace is not to our taste.
Can I add something else?
And ale, and the screams of your women, not peace.
Tribates. No, okay, this is not something I want to join. Okay, they seem really unlikely to take this. Why are you in my lands? Can I ask you to go? Namnates. Where are these guys even from? I've got no idea. No, okay, there. They already hate us anyways. So, you know what? We might as well.
Do not attempt to sweeten truth with honey. Speak plainly, and I will deal honestly. Have your whip.
My skills are yours.
Sabotage the supplies.
An excellent choice.
At your command.
I have no
Opportune failure. Amazing. Thanks a lot. That's very helpful. Look, let's at least upgrade the heavy hitters here. Well, actually, might as well just do the whole bunch. Seems like we've got enough cash anyways, so yep, upgrade everyone. Great. And off we go.
For death and honor!
They choose to fight it. Levy Freeman, there's not a lot. We might fight this on the map, but either way, I'll park it here for now, guys. I had a blast again. Thank you for tuning in, and I will see you all next time. WallStreetWarlord out.